For me, acting from the heart means regularly inviting the mind to come back home into the heart, because that's the ego. Our mind is actually nourished by our heart. And there are enough, I always say this here as well, earthly concepts that are aware of the fact that, for example, the heart also has nerve cells that are similar to those in the brain. Our gut has nerve cells that are similar to those in our brain. And the moment the head is no longer sitting up there like a control center, but instead becomes one with the body again and is no longer, so to speak, left out, or better said, controlling everything behind it, at that moment, healing can happen and the head begins to move in synchronicity with the heart. And in the end, the heart is the place that is closest to us as the soul that we are, because it is there. We feel, we live, we don't feel with our head. The head creates emotions, maybe through hormone cocktails, but in the end, we feel the most through our heart. When we don't feel well, the heart tightens and we simply feel that. And it's the heart that first grows cold when we feel anger. That happens somewhere else. It doesn't happen up there, it happens here. And in the moment when the head begins to create together with the heart, clarity enters consciousness, clarity enters the mind, and the ego begins to heal. The more often I do this, the more comfortable the mind and the ego become with feeling themselves, being in the heart space and existing in the heart space. That means the center from here slowly shifts to here. And so my focus changes as well. The way I see the world, the way I see myself, the way I encounter other people. And when that is healed, and when that begins, let's say, to move in a more soul-centered direction, in that moment, I also embody more of my soul consciousness, and not the conditioned mind, the conditioned ego, which is more in line with society than with the soul. Sorry. And at the moment when these deep healings take place, then you can no longer just talk about concepts that are not in integrity with yourself. Because what I keep observing are people, well, not just people, but sometimes even physical ETs, who speak beautifully, but what they say simply isn't in harmony with their hearts. That means you can feel that it's there, but it's not. It's in the rest of the body. It doesn't flow through. And that's what I'm trying to help with, to integrate that all the knowledge you have in the end is only worth something if it flows through you, if it works through you and is lived from the heart. And here in the end, you are exactly on your soul's path. Some people search for their soul's path and for the plan they have, but in the end, they follow the plan of the mind, the plan of the ego, the plan of conditioning, because they don't dare or don't trust themselves at all. Enough to trust what they feel, or maybe even because the connection is missing to their own true feelings, so they do something but not from their soul essence. And for all those who are searching for their soul plan, for their true and authentic purpose, the path truly begins here, with a consciousness that is deeply and completely merged with the heart. And that doesn't happen by just sitting down and meditating once or twice a day. Instead, I have to keep returning to my heart and rest there until it becomes normal, until I'm no longer guided by my head, but by my heart in a certain way. That might sound negative, but I think you understand what I mean. And this is a process that takes months, even years. And there are never enough heart connections. The process is actually infinite. There is always a deeper and then an even deeper connection with oneself, which is even clearer, even more integrated with oneself. And in that sense, I would say it's a process that is renewed with every step, as if it were being sealed each time. To live from the heart, and then it can happen that you stray from that and are more in your head because you're stressed or because you're triggered or because issues are coming up. And then again and again, okay, back to the heart, and once more living from the heart over and over, anew each time. I do this too. Every day I return to my heart anew. And whenever there are any challenges, I keep returning to my heart and feeling. I let my mind analyze, it can go play, that's not a problem. But always coming back to the heart. And to feel from the heart and ask yourself, is this how you would act if you were in love, in compassion? How does the heart see the situation then? And to realign yourself again and again. And so, from my perspective, in the end, I come to the integration of my soul's essence.